So Finesse2Tymes was in the news recently because of a shooting that took place at a concert in Knoxville, right? So I want to bring that up and talk about that for a second because I think it has some importance. Now, for those of you who don't know, and you'd really be living under a rock if you didn't know, that Finesse2Tymes is one of the hottest rappers in the rap game right now. It seems like a lot of eyes are on him as far as what he does on social media. It seems like a lot of eyes are on him as far as how he's moving the culture, how he talks, a lot of his slang. He's from Memphis. He kind of just fit right in. And he's closely related to Mob Ties. Now, Mob Ties being the label that put him in the rap game right after his release from prison. Remember, Finesse2Tymes got released from prison only I don't even think it's been like 6-7 months. But man, talk about hitting the ground running. Dude has really done his thing as far as hitting the ground, really getting his music out there and getting that bag. And he shows it off constantly on social media. And dude stays booked up. Like Finesse2Tymes, if you're a rapper and you coming out of jail and you had a following before you went to jail, the way that he came back and he blew up on TikTok, and I got to give TikTok a lot of credit. The algorithm was really pushing his songs, and people were making a lot of videos to his songs, you know what I mean? And it just boosted him to the point where he's one of the premier artists people are looking at right now, right? But Finesse2Tymes can't stay out of some trouble, it seems like, man. You know, it seems like no matter what, he gets into some sort of issue or something on social media. Now, when the thing happened with Takeoff, him being closely related to Mob Ties, he took the mature approach. He basically said that, yo, man, he wasn't going to get involved in any of that and that, you know, he's going to stand on it, that he's with Mob Ties. That's who he came in the game with. That's who he's going to rock with. And to a point, you got to respect that, right? No matter what is being said out there about Mob Ties, he's going to hold them down. But regardless of all that, there's been some behavior with Finesse2Tymes that could be said not questionable, but just part of the hip hop environment that just doesn't aid to him succeeding in the rap game, man. You know what I mean? So let's talk about the most recent incident, right? There was this fight that took place in Knoxville. Now, this was an interesting situation because it was a show that was sponsored by a company that, you know, pushes the green stuff. And I don't know, it's a lot going on. So the promoter was the store owner. I guess it was in the back of the store or something like that. But Finesse2Tymes gets into a standoff with his crew and some other guy, and it ends up going bad. The promoter's blaming Finesse2Tymes. Finesse2Tymes is blaming the promoter. And the people who are fans are just watching this all unfold. So, man, let's actually go to a video that I want to show of somebody leaving the scene of what allegedly went down with Finesse2Tymes and his crew. So let's...
Multiple people shot at the Finesse2Tymes show. They started shooting inside the show, man. Hey, where you park the car? You got the keys to the car? Come on, let's get on the freeway, man. Get up out of here. What a car? Bruh. She got hit. Multiple people shot at the Finesse.
Now, as you can hear, this guy, man, he was it's a little bit ecstatic, or should we say erratic. He's like, well, he seemed calm. Let me not say he's erratic. He seemed calm, but he's letting it be known that he's trying to get up out of there, man. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. Because somebody then got shot. And there was a shooting up at the Finesse2Tymes concert. If you listen very closely, he actually says she got shot. She got hit. You know what I mean? So I'm going to play this one more time for y'all.
2Tymes show. They started shooting inside the show, man. Hey, where you park the car? You got the keys to the car? Come on, let's get on the freeway, man. Get up out of here. What a car? Bruh. She got hit. Bruh.
She got hit. I don't know who she was, but we'll get to that.
Multiple people shot.
All right, man. So let's talk about this, man. Now, in the aftermath of all that, there was a lot of finger pointing and a lot of blaming going on, right? And it seemed like in the media, Finesse2Tymes crew were the ones being accused of the shooting. Even the headline said that, right? It says, Finesse2Tymes crew accused of shooting robbing store in Knoxville. Now, you would wonder, okay, this doesn't make sense to me. Finesse2Tymes is there to perform. Like, is it commonplace for a rapper to show up and rob the place that's giving them the back end, that's there to give them the back end? That always sounded funny to me to begin with. You know what I mean? So for Finesse2Tymes to show up with intentions of robbing the place that's essentially employing them for the night,
Bruh.
Actually,
Stop the cap.
you know what I mean? I don't believe it. I have a hard time believing that one. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't seem believable from my point of view. You know what I'm saying? Crazier things have happened, you know? So, man, let's get to it, man. So several reports had already confirmed that a shootout occurred at the Finesse2Tymes show in Knoxville, Tennessee. Still, now it has been reported that members of Finesse2Tymes crew were involved in the shooting at the store and are even accused of robbing the establishment, right? Now, to be real, like I said before, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But let's look at this news story, man, provided by none other than the Shade Room, where they talk about the whole ordeal, all right?
Reported to UT Medical Center with non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators believe multiple shooters are involved. Multiple firearms were found at the scene. If you know anything about the shooting, please call Crime Stop. People are recovering after a shooting at My Cannabuds on Clinton Highway early this morning. Officers found 3 gunshot victims on the scene. They were transported to UT Medical Center with non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators believe multiple shooters are involved. Multiple firearms were found at the scene. If you know anything about the shooting, please call Crime Stop.
Oh, they want you to snitch. They trying to get you to tell if you know anything. And I guess this was the flyer for the performance or whatever right here. But you heard multiple weapons were shot. Multiple people were shot allegedly, man. And it all started off kind of weird. So let's see if we got the video of Finesse2Tymes and his crew getting approached, man. For YouTube reasons, we might have already checked it and it wasn't a good go. No, we got it. Let's go. So let's check this out. So here goes the video, the actual video of the picture that you see right here, right? This is right here. So as you see right there in the red, that's Finesse2Tymes sitting down. It looks like he's chilling, but he's actually performing. There's music playing in the background, copyright, you already know what's up. So there's music playing in the background or whatnot, and it looks like he's performing, but it doesn't look like the most active performance you would expect at like a Finesse2Tymes show. Because if you see the energy that he delivers with in his music videos, you would automatically assume you getting that same thing on the stage. I'm not saying that was the issue. Maybe at this place they wanted him to sit down like that, but it seems a bit odd. You know what I mean? And actually, I've seen Finesse2Tymes perform before on stage, not in person, but in different videos. And he was standing up, giving that energy. So maybe this was just an odd situation out, right? So as you see, he's sitting down. He got the mic in his hand. He's performing sitting down. He stands up, and you see these cats are all getting to the business. You know what I'm saying? A little melee pursues, you know what I'm saying? You see a lot of people trying to point their cameras, but they're getting pushed around, so they don't know where to point them. And let's rewind that back, because this is odd. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. Actually, let's do this. There you go. So he's sitting there on stage, man, which is weird. I'm gonna be real. Anybody who's been to a show, you know that's kind of odd, man. Somebody sitting there on stage performing with the mic in their hand. Usually they be standing up. Maybe it was the end of his set too. That's a possibility too, because things get left out of these videos, right? So he's on the stage and he's still kind of performing. There's music in the background. That's why I got the audio, chilling. You know what I mean? Then he stands up all crazy. I can't tell if somebody said something to him. Obviously they did, because the way that he jumped up, it looks like, man, somebody said something to him that was just overboard, that just went, all the way left. Then that's when the melee starts. Look like Finesse2Tymes ain't even have to throw a punch, use his hands, or anything. But you know how things go. You know how things go today is what I wanted to say, man. And as you heard there was gunshots that took place or whatnot. And obviously some people got hurt, man. Crazy situation, man. It's just senseless to be real, man. So this is another part that I wanted to talk about, was what the promoter said afterwards, which didn't make much sense. It says, this guy by the name of Alonzo Butler, I guess he's the owner or the promoter. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not 100% on that. But this is his response. He says, first of all, y'all, it wasn't Knoxville. It was 2Tymes people who shot, then they robbed the store. I saved 3 to 4 people. Bullet went past my left ear. I just knew I had to get down. Thank God I'm still here. Thankful it was no fatalities. So luckily, nobody got killed. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for that. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
It's a shame we got to be at this place in hip hop. We're like, yo, thank you nobody got killed, even though some people did get shot. You know what I'm saying? And to be real, that message, there's really nothing wrong with that, right? But it continued. He also continued by saying, y'all, finesse people ran off with all the money we made, and I have at least 60 people I have to pay for working last night. It's all on camera. They was all acting weird, and it almost felt like we was set up by them. So they're essentially putting the blame on Finesse2Tymes and saying that, yo, bruh, we tried to, bring him here for a show, pay him, and then they robbed us. You know what I'm saying? They robbed us for all the money we made at the show that night, and we had people to pay, putting us in a bind. I don't know. What y'all think? What's the likelihood of that? I don't know. Then he continues by saying, plus they shot my friend and one of my security. This just doesn't sit right with me at all, man. And it probably wouldn't, man, if they shot your friend and your security guard and you running a legit show, and he's saying that Finesse2Tymes and them just showed up with the intention to rob them for all the profits that they made that night. Now, is this a possibility that they're covering for their losses by saying that? Maybe trying to sue somebody, maybe even trying to make some sort of insurance claim. Possibility, man. You got to think of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be easy to say, yeah, when all that, we having a bad night, or the show didn't go like we expected it to go, or people weren't buying as many bottles as we expected them to buy and stuff like that. To cover our losses, we'll just say Finesse2Tymes and then robbed all the money. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that those are his intentions or that's what he's saying happened, but I mean, it's a possibility, right? So, okay, here's the police report, man. So, shooting with multiple victims at that store on Clinton Highway at around 2 a.m. on Monday, January 2nd. Knoxville Police Department officers responded to a shooting at that same store. Officers quickly arrived on the scene and located 3 gunshot victims who were each transported to the UT Medical Center with what are believed to be non-life-threatening injuries. So 3 people got hit. The investigation so far has revealed that a rap concert was being held there. An altercation occurred during the concert and shots were fired, likely by numerous individuals. Multiple firearms were recovered at the scene. So these cats, hold up. So these cats, they've been watching mafia movies or something. These cats shot their guns and left them there. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe people pulled out their guns and didn't fire them and just, I don't know. That seems odd, dog. That multiple firearms were recovered at the scene while numerous witnesses and possible suspects were detained for further investigation. The investigation into the shooting is ongoing at this time. Now, there have been some developments since then, right? You know what I mean? It's been a lot of things going back and forth, but Finesse2Tymes had to say his piece. So, man, let's actually let the man speak and see what he had to say. Now, this is taken from social media, allegedly right after the shooting took place. Oh, my bad.
Having some money, broke ass nigga want to stand beside me and bip and intoxicated. Bruh, you intoxicated, bruh. What is you even doing running a business right now? You can't even run a business properly intoxicated.
Yeah, I agree with him there. He's basically saying that the promoter was trying to stand next to him, look cool, and he's intoxicated at the time, man.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you should not be managing a show or in charge and be hitting the bottle, man. Like, that's all business, man. That's when you're supposed to be on your business, bruh. You know what I mean? So I agree with Finesse2Tymes there. Let's go.
What is you standing by me trying to reach at me and what you want to be by me for? I ain't that. Respectfully. I don't move that. So what you around me? What is you doing? We ain't friends, nigga. What the fuck you try to put your hands around my neck for? I don't know you. I don't know you, nigga. Nigga, we meant doing business, bitch. That ain't mean I'm trying to feel on you, nigga. I know you. All my whole motherfucking team being investigated because this lame ass promoter nigga who think he having some motion and having some money, broke ass nigga want to stand beside me and bip and intoxicated. Bruh, you
Shameful.
intoxicated, bruh. What is you even doing running a business right now?
Stop it. Get some help.
I
Can't even run a business properly intoxicated. What is you standing by me trying to reach at me and what you want to be by me for? I ain't that. Respectfully. I don't move that. So what you around me? What is you doing? We ain't friends, nigga. What the fuck you try to put your hands around my neck for? I don't know you. I don't know you, nigga. Nigga, we meant doing business, big A. Don't touch my neck, maggot. You trying to be cool. You want to look cool in front of your city. Man, get your monkey ass away from me, nigga. Try and look cool. Man, get your D ass away from me, man. You up here, yeah, trying to get by, nigga. Man, get your bitch ass away from me, man. You ain't spent no money. No, you, nigga, you ain't big A. Bruh.
So basically, Finesse2Tymes is saying that, yo, the promoter was trying to be a little too fanned out. You know what I'm saying? He was running up on him and telling him, like, or trying to talk to him, put his arm around him, make it seem like they were cooler than they are, and trying to show out for his city. Now, could this have been a tip-off to Finesse2Tymes and his family or his peoples that were there? That, yo, man, maybe this dude is too fanned out, and maybe we could find an opportunity to get over on him. Possibly, man. That's a possibility, man. You know? Bruh. Some people, you know, they ain't for all that friendly type stuff, man. It seems like Finesse2Tymes, when it comes to promoters and stuff like that, he's not. And if he was right and the promoter was out there intoxicated while he's supposed to be running the event, that's a bad look. That's a bad look. So I got to agree with him on that one. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got to agree on that. It's crazy, man. And I'm not trying to just take Finesse2Tymes side either, man. But with that response, it seemed like Finesse2Tymes kind of took the cold approach to this, or not cold approach, the cold-hearted approach. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have any empathy or sympathy for anybody else involved but his crew. And from what he said, people from his crew are getting investigated. Now, there's two people who have been charged. So let's talk about that, right? There's two guys who have been charged in this situation. And you guys can't see that as good. So let's bring that in for y'all a little bit. There you go. All right, so these two guys right here have been charged. Oh yeah, man, I've just been going and going and going. Y'all do me a favor, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And also, man, make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, man. So these two guys right here were charged, right? Jackie Netterville, and Gino Mickens. Now, based on what Finesse2Tymes said, it sounded like these two are his people. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just keep it real on that. Sound like these were some of his folks that got charged. Now, let's read the story. Now, the story says that 2 charged in shooting at Finesse2Tymes concert in Tennessee. 2 people are now charged after a shooting at a rap concert in Knoxville involving Memphis-based rapper Finesse2Tymes. You know what I mean? Wrong sound effect. Jackie Netterville, 22 years old, and Gino Mickens, 20, have been charged with reckless endangerment. Mickens was arrested following the shooting. He had multiple outstanding felony warrants out of Florida. What's crazy is Finesse2Tymes had a show that got canceled for some weird reasons out in Florida. Like, it was weird. He had a show in Florida and they were like, nah, man, he couldn't have, I'm not sure if this guy's from that city, but it seemed like it was a risk to the whole community they were making it seem like, so they had to cancel his show. You know what I mean? It was for some reason that they canceled the show that was just odd. I'll say that much, right? Now, Netterville is not in custody and his whereabouts are unknown at this time. The shooting happened at around 2:30 Monday morning. Police say a fight broke out before the shooting and involved the Memphis-based rapper and his security. Investigators say they have interviewed more than 25 people. At least 7 firearms were recovered. That's a lot. That's a lot of firearms that got recovered, man. And it says 1 victim is still in the hospital and the other 2 have been released. So it looks like 2 of the victims have been released. Nobody was critically injured, luckily. You know what I mean? Now, this incident isn't the first time Finesse2Tymes, real name Ricky Hampton, had a shooting happen at one of his shows in 2017. He was performing in Little Rock when the show was interrupted by a gang shootout. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison for carrying a gun during that show, and was also sentenced for having a gun in a different Arkansas nightclub the week before the Little Rock shooting. Now, what's crazy about this is, I remember when Finesse2Tymes got locked up. You know what I mean? When Finesse2Tymes ended up in that situation that he had involving the shooting in Little Rock, and that was the reason for him doing that bid in jail. Now, after he did his, or I should say prison, after he did his bid in prison, he came back out and got right to the rap game, and that's where he is today. But it looks like with these 2 cats, Jackie Netterville and Gino Mickens, they feel like they have the suspects that they want, you know what I'm saying, in connection to the shooting. So it looks like they've also been charged. So now, hopefully you enjoyed that story, but do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I do one of these updates. And we out of here. Peace.